Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, how are you today? I hope you're always good condition. I'm Rahmawati. Now I will explain about the effect of collaboration writing strategy to student writing skills. Chapter 1. Background. A. Background of the study. 2006, the learning English in Indonesia has objectives, one of which is to develop competence in both language learning and teaching. Okay, according to the K13, curriculum students are required to be able to write various types of genre. This is one of the cause of the problem. They must be able to distinguish genre, such as descriptive, narrative, recount text, reports, spoof, or hortatory exposition, and explanatory news item, which then discuss the many genres. There are also many students who cannot understand language features and also don't understand how to determine the general structure of writing good and correct text. Okay, however, achievement is a result of what the individual has learned from the result of several educational experience. Okay, the following factors that can be seen as the cause of low writing achievement. Internal factors. The assessment internal factors that include IQ, interest, motivation, personality, learning style, which most students rarely learn at home. Moreover, English is not their native language, so the tough learning English is very difficult. That is what makes them rarely discuss with their peers. The second is external factors, in which English teachers are less creative in choosing learning strategies. And the author's focus is on writing that must be developed, but many students have difficulty in this. Therefore, a strategy is needed to make writing skills even better. Namely, is using collaborative writing, because collaborative learning offers an authentic learning environment where students not only develop their writing skills but also critical thinking and decision-making skills, and are believed to stimulate students to be more involved. So, in writing activities based on the above statement, the writer plans to conduct a research entitled of the effect of collaborative writing strategy to student writing skills. Okay, next, identification of the study. Number 1, the teacher has tough writing strategy, but student achievement is in writing text is still bad. Number 2, the teacher has provided motivation, but the students are still lacking motivation to learn through writing. Number 3, the teacher lectures the material well, but the teacher rarely use various strategy in teaching writing. Therefore, it is necessary to limit the problem. Okay, after finish the identification of the study, next to the identification of the problem. The identification of the problem based on the identification of the study. The writer would like the boundaries the study in particular uses collaborative writing strategy in writing skills. And the next, the formulation of the study. The formulation of the study basis on the study identification and study boundaries. So the research So the research question of the research in this study is there any the significant influence of collaborative writing strategy on student achievement in writing skills? Next, hypothesis the research. Hypothesis the research. There is effect using using collaborative strategy on the writing skills, and there is no effect of using collaborative strategy on the student writing skills. Next, purpose of the research. Purpose of the research. Number 1, to find out of the significant effect of collaborative strategy to student writing skills. Number 2, to find out the student difficulty in implementation collaborative writing in writing skills. Okay, next, definition of the key terms. Number 1, writing is putting self into writing or telling experience to others with written media, in other words, as an expression of feelings. Pranoto 2004-9. And next, number 2, collaboration is the process of blending two or more objects to achieve a better result than previous. Number 3, collaborative writing is a writing learning strategy that rests on a process orientation with the aim of improving student writing skills. Okay, chapter 1 is the finish. Next to chapter 2. Chapter 2 is review of related theories. A. Review of related theories. Number 1, writing. Definition of writing. In writing, student must understand text and essays, because the theory of writing is a form of competence expressed in written language. There are 4 language skills that must be possessed, and writing is one of the skills that must be mastered when learning a language. Allah says in the Al-Quran, Surah Al-Jumu'ah, verse 2, which means He would teach use of the pen, teaching people He doesn't know. Based on this verse, Allah has made it clear that He teach people with a pen or kalam. Because with the pen, people can transfer the knowledge to future generations. This shows that writing instruments and writing alone have a role to play, which is very important. You can explore the ideas you have in your mind into paragraph, article, or text and make you understand something new. Maksudnya di sini di Quran surah Al-Jumhuriyah sendiri pada ayat kedua, Allah memerintahkan kita untuk belajar menulis. Dan dengan menggunakan pena sendiri, maksudnya dengan kita menulis, kita dapat menuangkan apa yang ada dalam pikiran kita. Apa yang kita pikirkan bisa kita tuangkan dalam bentuk tulisan itu sendiri. And many definitions of writing put forward by experts say that in their findings, such as writing is a form of language expression in the form of letter, symbol, or word. Nah, di sini di research Ahmad, dia mengartikan bahwa menulis itu adalah bentuk ekspresi, bentuk penuangan berbentuk simbol maupun kata. So, I can conclude writing is the process of expressing thought, be it an idea or a written opinion that involves several aspects such as context, word choice, grammar, and mechanisms. Okay, next, component of writing. Number 1, planning. Number 2, drafting. Number 3, editing. And number 4, publishing. Okay, next, in writing teaching, the teacher must have the strategy and understand what the strategy in the use, and student must be understand about the planning, about the drafting, about the editing. So to understand and practice, it is a good and correct writing process that it must be trained. So to appropriate approach is collaborative writing, which makes it easier for students to do the thing above. Okay, this approach will be explained in the next discussion. Number 2, collaborative writing strategy. Okay, collaborative writing is an approach that gives students freedom produce skilled writing and increasing achievement as evidence in writing. Nah, collaborative writing strategy inilah yang dapat bisa kita gunakan sebagai calon guru maupun guru yang telah mengajar untuk menjadikan anak didik kita paham dengan apa yang akan kita tulis nanti. Nah, inilah strateginya dengan menggunakan and use collaboration writing strategy. Okay, procedures of collaboration writing strategy. Number 1, using the board. It also allows everyone to see what is going on. It has 2 activities how to board can be used in this way. Bisa jadi menggunakan sentence by sentence, dictogloss, and tidak hanya itu saja, ketika menggunakan collaboration writing strategy ini ada yang menggunakan groups, yaitu writing in groups and pairs. Nah, ketika menggunakan grup inilah nanti yang memudahkan student kita untuk menggunakan collaborative writing, karena di grup ini sendiri ada yang bertugas di line pertama, ada yang bertugas di line kedua. Jadi student pertama yang menulis, nanti student kedua yang mengedit, seperti itu. Tetapi seperti metode atau strategi yang lain, collaborative writing strategy ini juga memiliki kekurangan dan kelebihannya. Oke, yang pertama kita akan membahas tentang advantages, kelebihan dari collaborative writing. Yang pertama, has been widely studied by research and educator about collaborative writing and addressing the benefit of the experience. Take it to language class. Okay, 5 separate categories, namely number 1, social skills development, number 2, motivational effects, number 3, stress reductions and time saving benefits, number 4, improvement in the content of the writing, and the last, gains in grammatical and structural proficiency. Nah, di sini keuntungannya ialah sang anak menjadi lebih termotivasi, jiwa sosialnya meningkat. Nah, seperti itu. Dan mereka lebih paham apa itu unsur gramatikalnya, strukturnya mereka lebih paham. Tetapi tetap saja ada juga kerugian yang didapatkan. Yang pertama, jika anak pertama, soalnya apalagi kita menggunakan grup, jika anak pertama tidak paham jika anak pertama tadi student 1 or student X tidak paham dengan apa yang akan dikerjakannya, maka student selanjutnya pekerjaannya juga akan tertunda. Mereka tidak akan selesai membuat tugas tersebut because the student 1 is not finished. Dia tidak selesai mengerjakan tugasnya, maka student selanjutnya juga tidak akan bisa mengerjakan tugasnya karena ini berstruktur dari student pertama next ke student kedua. Itulah kerugian yang didapatkan jika menggunakan collaborative writing sendiri. Tetapi itu semua dapat kita atasi jika hal yang pertama kita lakukan ialah anak didik pertama diberikan waktu lebih banyak lagi, dan anak yang kedua kita potong waktunya, bisa jadi kita potong waktunya agar anak pertama bisa menyelesaikan tugasnya, dikarenakan bisa jadi anak pertama tadi, student pertama tidak mengerti terlebih dahulu, jadi butuh searching dulu, dan kita dapat mengkombinasi antara anak yang kurang mampu untuk menyelesaikan tugas dengan mereka yang telah mengerti apa yang akan mereka lakukan. Jadi dapat kita kombinasi di grup ini. Semuanya bisa diatasi. Okay, next, the step of collaboration writing. Number 1, student choose the partners. Bisa jadi student yang memilih partnernya atau guru yang memilih partnernya. Nah, number 2, the target topics and organize the information into coherent groupings. Number 3, pairs arrange to meet outside of class to do research and information gathering to support the paper. Okay, next, pairs did outlining, planning, and drafting of the first draft. Students were required to hand in a detailed outline before submitting the first draft. Next, the instructor handed back the outline with pertinent comments. Number 6, works on the first draft begins. Student X types the first draft, later completes the detailed checklist provided by the instructor. Next, files the draft is sent as an email attachment to student Y, whose job it is to edit the draft. Next, editing and publishing. Okay, next, review of related findings. The result of the research carried out, there is a research title that has been conducted by Aulia Rizky Ramadhani with the title The Effect of Collaboration Writing Strategy on Students' Achievement in Writing Recount Text. Nah, kalau di sini perbedaan saya dengan Aulia Rizky Ramadhani, dia lebih mendalami yang namanya recount text. Dia lebih mengarah ke recount text, sudah menggunakan collaborative writing dan teks yang digunakan adalah recount text. Sedangkan saya di sini yang saya gunakan adalah strategi collaborative writing, dan saya tidak membatasi teks-teks apa saja yang digunakan. Tetapi di sini Rizky Aulia Ramadhani dia membatasi teksnya dengan menggunakan recount text. Sama dengan is the same which by Ayu Febriana with the title The Effect of Collaborative Writing Strategy on Student Ability to Write Recount Text at SMA Negeri 1 Babalan Pangkalan Brandan. Nah, antara Rizky dan Ayu sendiri, mereka sama-sama memilih recount text, tetapi mereka sama-sama berbeda penelitian. Ya, kalau jika si Rizky di Sanawiyah Al-Wasliyah Tembung, nah Ayu di Babalan Pangkalan Brandan, tetapi mereka sama-sama memilih tentang recount text. So the difference between the research I did and the previous researchers was in the title and content of the research. Previously, the above was used as a reference for the authors in conducting this research, as well as comparison between relevant writing and what the author was doing. This time in conducting collaborative writing, previous research focused more on recount text, while the author focused more on collaboration to improve writing skills. And the author used quantitative research methods, and the research design was experimental. Okay, and the last, theoretical framework. Okay, you can see my theoretical framework. This is the pictures. Alhamdulillahirrahmanirrahim. I think enough. I'm sorry for my mistake. And assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.